How do you specifically increase and control the stereo image in producing, mixing, or mastering from electronic dance music? I'm going to show you in this video a tool. I'm going to present you a tool which I use since many years. I'm going to reveal it in a second to you. And with this tool, you can specifically increase and control the stereo image, not just as a simple stereo widening tool, but actually by working with saturation in different areas of the frequency spectrum. I don't want to talk too much here. Let's go straight into the topic and into the content. And I'm going to show you some sound examples where I'm working on it, what the effects are. So let's go straight into my Cubase project and have a listen of what I'm working on. Welcome from my Cubase project. I have a project here which I mastered recently. It's a little bit older one, but it is a mix down from Lanfred and Hatikwa. Hatikwa is a very famous psytrance artist from Germany, which you might know. And first, I'm going to play the mix down and then the mastering version, the final mastered version. And I want you to have a close listen to the lead sound. You're going to know what I mean. The lead sound, which is dramatically increased in the stereo presence, the impact, the 3D-ness. And yeah, let's first have a listen to the mixdown and then to the master. You can clearly hear how this lead sound is pushed in your face in a final master, how the stereo effect is increased and how it's just sitting in the stereo image on another level. And I'm going to reveal what I do and what tool I use for that since many years in many areas in production, mixing and mastering. But before I'm going to reveal this plugin, just a quick note. If you're also on a level sitting currently and you don't know how to increase your quality, you kind of feel stuck, then you probably reached a certain plateau. And I'm going to run a professional mentoring program where I helped over 100 professional artists to increase the quality of their music, to start their career, to reach their next goal in production, mixing and mastering if you want. And if you're interested to level up dramatically and join my mentoring program, you can apply for a free strategy call. The link you find in the video description, and there we're going to check out your situation and we see if a collaboration makes sense between us. So I'm going to reveal the plugin now, which I'm using, and it's the Vertigo VSM3 by Brainworks. This plugin is a multi-band saturation tool. So it's actually not even a specific stereo enhancer. It is just a multi-band saturation tool with lots of cool functions. We can see this plugin kind of similar to FabFilter Saturn, but I'm going to now show you what this plugin is capable of. I'm using this plugin since many years in production, mixing and mastering. Of course, it's not always on every mastering project. Every track always needs whatever the track is telling you. So you can never give like a fixed solution for stuff. This is simply not professional and I cannot do this. But still, I like to have this plugin in my arsenal. I'm, by the way, not sponsored by it. And first, let's have a listen on the final master, what this plugin is doing. I'm first going to play it bypassed. What is this plugin actually doing? I quickly gonna explain you. First of all, this plugin is a multi-band saturation tool and it has two saturation algorithms. It has one algorithm which is working on the first harmonics and it has one algorithm which is working on the second harmonic. So here you have the second harmonic fat crusher. This is the first saturation algorithm. Here you have the third harmonic Zener bender, which is the second saturation algorithm. This one is working on the second harmonics. This one is working more the third harmonics. Here you have an input gain. Here you have a total harmonic distortion mixer between the second and the third. You can run it in parallel or serial. Here you have a monitoring section where you can listen to the mid signal, to the stereo signal, to the side signal. And here you can select if you want to listen only the second one, the third one, or both together. And for each saturation algorithm, you can run them in the mid, in the stereo, and in the side. And what I did here, the second harmonic fat crusher is running on the mid signal. This third harmonic Zener bender is running on the side signal. And here with this button, you can tell the plugin that it should only saturate the side signal in the lows, in the mids, in the high mids, in the highs, in the full or complete track. So you have a lot of control here. And I love to use the third harmonic Zener bender on the side signal. So I'm going to play it now and I make it a little bit obvious. So I push the level very loud. So you guys going to hear it. And the drive is also very heavy. And let's start with the high. Let's listen to the mid. Let's listen to the high mid. So, of course, it's way too loud. It's just to show you. And just to demonstrate how it's working, you can basically see it similar like a side EQ where you can push the low end, the mid range, the high mid, the high end, or the full track. That's kind of how it's operating, with the difference that it's not just raising the volume, but it's saturating these different frequency ranges. And this just gives you a very controlled way to deal with the stereo image, because you can choose a saturation algorithm. You can choose on which frequency spectrum is working, and you can then dial it in a subtle way. And this works perfectly for basically any area in producing, mixing, and mastering. I personally love to use it in mastering. Of course, it's not in every track because, yeah, there's no standard solution for everything. We have to look in a professional context to everything individually. So if you are curious how you can improve your track, no standard solutions will work, because you have to learn the principles behind a professional production in a mix and learn to apply it in the context of your music. That's crucial to grow, because if you just apply standard tricks, it's simply not what works on a consistent basis. So I hope you enjoy this video. And if you like it, I would appreciate if you give this video a thumbs up. And then I would say we're going to see each other in the next video. Have a good one and see you on the next one. Bye bye.